Mike, good weekend for you guys, kind of. You beat the number one team in the country, give them their first loss, and some great competition. What'd you learn about your team?
Yeah, it's a fun weekend for us. Just get to see good competition. A good reminder for our returning and a good eye opener. I think for some of our new players that just every single game we play in conference is going to be a challenge. I think we came out and played really well against Tyler in both games. Obviously got the win in the first game, put up some runs, and then in Commerce game, I think it was just a really good eye opener for all of our players. Kind of similar to last year, that you got to bring the intensity every single game. It doesn't matter who you're playing or what their record is or what they've done lately. That every single team is good. So it's fun, but also an opportunity for us to see what we want to get better at and what we're doing well.
How much of endurance kind of battle was it on Friday? I mean, I don't know how much break you had between the doubleheaders, but you started at 4 and ended past my show at 10. So, I mean, y'all probably ended around 10:45 or something like that. How big of an endurance test was that for this team?
Yeah, it was a long night. By the time we got done and got stuff picked up and everything like that, it was late. So I definitely think that that's a part of it. In this game of softball, it's not a clock. So you're not guaranteed that you're going to be done at a certain time or whatever, and innings can go longer and you can play some extra innings and stuff like that. But I think it was such a fun, intense game that the time went by fast, even though it ended up being late by the time we got done. The game seemed like it went fast.
Your pitchers got a lot of reps, and what'd you like about what performances they were able to put on?
Yeah, I thought our pitchers threw really well. I feel really good leaving the weekend with our pitching, knowing that if they can pitch like that we're going to be in every single game. So I thought our pitchers did a really good job, especially both returning players and some of the new players stepped up and did a good job.
You said in the Commerce experience, what did they learn?
I think just the intensity that you have to play with in this conference every single game. It's like if you let up even just a little bit and you don't bring your A game, like teams are going to get you, and it doesn't matter what team it is. But I think that's a lesson that we learned last year at the same moment in time, and I'm sure we'll learn it again and we'll be better because of it.
Do you like playing both the whole series as a doubleheader throughout the whole season, or do you wish that maybe it'd be like a day and a day?
I like our schedule. Having a day off in between games sometimes can be a little bit weird or whatever, and kind of just spinning your wheels trying to figure out what to do that day and stuff like that. But at the same time, it gives your kids a chance to get rested up and ready to go. So I like our schedule.
Long road trip for you guys. Well, down to Lubbock and then down to Angelo. Just what have you seen on them, and how do you expect this weekend to go?
I think it's going to be some good competition. I think Lubbock right now, they're leading the conference. And Angelo, they're always good, and we know they're going to play their best. We're at their place, so it'll be a fun environment to play at. So I think we're going to have to come out and have a really good week of practice this week. I think we're going to have to bring our bats and bring our pitching and bring our defense this next weekend, because I think it's going to be a challenge.
What is the number one challenge when you hit the road compared to home?
For us, I think sometimes being on the road is okay. Sometimes being away from everything and being able to just get some good sleep and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes I think being away and you get to build that chemistry with your team and stuff like that when you're on the road, where you don't sometimes get those same opportunities when you're at home. Obviously, being at home playing in front of your home fans, you can't beat that. I'd take that any day. But I think just trying to find some positives out of it, I think those are a couple of the positives.
Conditions yesterday were absolutely brutal. Just how do you get up for that and keep the kids focused when it's that bad?
Yeah, I think on cold days, fortunately we've had a chance to practice on some cold days and stuff like that, but it definitely does. It's just different on days like that. When the sun's shining and it's nice and warm, it's pretty easy to show up at the field ready to go. Just making sure that you stay warm and keep your body warmed up so you don't hurt yourself and all that kind of stuff, I think is super important on those days. But in the end, you get to play the game of softball, which is super fun, and so we just try to take advantage of every opportunity.
Brittany Rufus had a good outing, at least in that first game against UT Tyler. What do you like about what she's been able to put in as leadoff batter?
She's worked really hard. She's a kid that if you drive by our field, she's been out there just swinging on her own with the ball feeder out there, just worked really hard. And obviously her speed is dangerous on the bases, and even just at the plate, she's a hard person to get out. If she can just get it fair, a lot of the time she's going to put a lot of pressure on the defense, and if they don't make a perfect play on it, then she's going to end up being safe. So more than anything, I like her work ethic right now. I like the fact that she's just showing up every single day and trying to get better.
You guys are obviously, with your reputation, are you seeing that you're getting your best from every team?
Absolutely, yeah. I think that's fun. I think that's what you want. I think every single team, when they show up, they're bringing their best game, because it's an opportunity to play the team that won the national championship the last year. So at that part of it, I've definitely noticed a difference this year compared to last year. But I think that's really going to help us out as time goes on and we get further into the season. It's going to just give us opportunities to continue to get better.